So welcome to this edition of Project Watch Sacramento. My name is Logan Williams, reporting for Construction Business TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Actually, better yet, hit that notification bell so you can be informed when a new video gets posted. Before we get into our construction business news for today, I'd like to talk a little bit about Gavin Newsom's new lockdown orders, which went into effect as of yesterday, Sunday, December 6, 2020 at 11:59 p.m., addressing recent COVID spikes in California and ICU shortages. Let's get into it. With surging infection rates bearing down on California and hospital capacities rapidly running out, millions of Central and Southern Californians are now experiencing even more restrictive stay-at-home orders. A total of 9,430 Californians are hospitalized with COVID-19, which is the highest amount ever seen since the start of the pandemic. This number is certain to rise as more infections roll into the holiday season and we get deeper into winter. Greater Sacramento's ICU capacity dropped down to 18.2% on Sunday, which was down from 22.2% on Friday. This number is fairly close to the 15% threshold necessary to trigger mandatory compliance with the orders given by the governor. Sacramento County has reported a total of 41,096 infections since the onset of the pandemic, and 614 people have died of COVID-19. At the moment, Sacramento County has 65 ICU beds available, which is down from an average closer to 100 earlier in the fall and late summer. Across the county, 378 people were hospitalized with COVID-19 on Friday, but by Saturday there were 371 in hospitals, 67 of whom are being treated in ICUs. The county's most recent weekly average test positivity rate is 8.4%, a number that has been rising in recent weeks. Sacramento County spokeswoman Brenda Bongiorno said that the county does not plan to impose stricter economic restrictions early in light of Newsom's order, like Yolo County or those in the Bay Area, but we will see what happens in the coming weeks. Although these numbers are grim, they don't seem to have a foothold on major construction projects happening in Sacramento County. This past weekend, there were ramp closures in the northbound and southbound lanes of Interstate 5 for the $370 million Caltrans Interstate 5 Corridor Enhancement Project, which will rehabilitate pavement, construct new high-occupancy vehicle lanes, replace a pedestrian overcrossing, construct sound walls, install new fiber optic lines, along with new ramp meters, and extend various entrance and exit ramps. The ramps were closed from 10 p.m. this past Friday until 5 a.m. just this Monday morning. And I wish I would have known about it because on Saturday on my way to work, I actually took the highway to hopefully go get some coffee before I had to be at the office. Unfortunately, I ran into traffic and then I had to get off a couple exits away and turn around and go on the other highway to get back where I needed to be. So I couldn't do that, but oh well. This past weekend's work was similar to some previous 55-hour weekend construction performed before and included removing PCC pavement, rotary excavation, placing aggregate base, HMA paving, and striping. Caltrans spokeswoman, Angela DePrado said that if this was a normal commute time, you would see more congestion during these times working on these ramps. But because of the COVID situation and low traffic volumes, Caltrans is taking advantage and making the most of this time. It always amazes me that these construction projects can do this amount of work in such a short amount of time, usually starting on Friday and opening back up, start a business day on Monday. They've done this before and I've seen it. They close off the lanes, they divert traffic into their lanes, they, jackhammer it out. And they do what they need to do, and there's basically the ground again, and they pour the concrete and then the asphalt on top, and it's good to go. And it's like no one ever knew. It's very, very crazy if you think about it. But getting back into the news, since this project is ongoing and expected to be completed in December of 2021, stay tuned for more updates. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the levee improvements that have been taking place here in Sacramento. On the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Sacramento District website, they say that Greater Sacramento, California is often considered to be the most at-risk region in America for catastrophic flooding. relying on an aging system of levees, weirs, bypasses, and Folsom Dam to reduce flood risk. But that system, just like a chain, is only as strong as its weakest link. Together, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, California Central Valley Flood Protection Board, California Department of Water Resources, and the Sacramento Area Flood Control Agency have made tremendous progress in reducing the flood risk, but more work remains. Through the Bipartisan Budget Act, the Corps has received full upfront funding to modernize Sacramento's aging flood infrastructure, which allows them to more efficiently implement nearly $1.8 billion in upgrades to Sacramento's flood risk management system. The authorized work includes up to 13 miles of seepage cutoff walls, 21 miles of bank protection, 5 miles of levee stabilization, 5 miles of levee raises, and widening of the Sacramento Weir and bypass. It is now December and the levee improvements are complete. The levees have been rebuilt, significantly reducing flood risk, and repaving efforts are underway as demobilization continues. Weather permitting, this will be followed by the bicycle path reconstruction and reopening of the levees by the end of December. Construction working hours are Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For more information on these improvements, you can contact the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Sacramento District Public Affairs Office at sbk-pao at usace.army.mil or call 916-557-5100 and leave a message on their voicemail inbox. There is more to come to this project as well, so stay tuned. So that's going to do it for this edition of Project Watch Sacramento. This has been Logan Williams reporting. Stay tuned here on CBTV for more construction business related news, and you may also want to check out some other project watches from Tyson Bolcom in Idaho Falls, Idaho, and Sean Tolan up in the Pacific Northwest in Portland, Oregon. Until next time, farewell and take care.